Hey, 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 welcome back to another episode. And if you are new here, oh my goodness, you picked the perfect episode to start with.
That is right, because today we are talking about something every single English learner needs. We are going to teach you how to talk about your daily routine in English. And trust me, by the end of this episode, you will be able to describe your whole day in English, confidently and naturally.
And we are not just going to give you a boring list of words. No. We have shadowing practice, speaking practice, real vocabulary with examples, and some habits and hacks that are going to change the way you learn English every single day.
So stay with us until the end, because the last section of this episode is honestly one of the most powerful things you can do to improve your English without even going to a class. Let us get into it.
Okay, so first, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you know some English words, but when someone asks you to describe your day, your mind just goes blank?
Oh, that feeling is so real. And you know what? That is not a vocabulary problem. That is a practice problem. You have the words somewhere in your brain. You just haven't practiced connecting them in a natural way yet.
Exactly. And that's what today is all about. We're giving you the tools, the words, the phrases, and the practice. So let us start with the basics and build from there.
All right, let's talk about how a typical day sounds in English. We're going to use natural phrases that real English speakers actually use, not the textbook stuff. Real, everyday English.
So here's the first phrase. I wake up at around 7 in the morning. Say that with me slowly. I wake up at around 7 in the morning.
Notice we said at around, not just at 7. Real speakers use at around because most people do not wake up at the exact time every single day. It sounds more natural and human.
Here's another one. After I wake up, the first thing I do is check my phone. Or you can say, the first thing I do is make coffee, or the first thing I do is brush my teeth. You see how flexible that phrase is?
That phrase, the first thing I do is a golden phrase. It's simple, it's natural, and you can use it to describe any habit you have in the morning. Write it down if you need to.
Now let's do our first vocabulary section. We're going to look at some really important words for talking about daily routines, and we'll give you example sentences so you can hear exactly how they're used.
The first word is routine. Routine means a set of things you do regularly, usually in the same order. For example, I have a morning routine that starts at 6 and ends at 8. Or, my routine helps me stay organized every day.
Great word. The second word is habit. A habit is something you do so often that it becomes automatic. You almost don't even think about it anymore. For example, drinking water every morning is a healthy habit. Or, I'm trying to build a habit of reading in English every night.
And here's the difference between routine and habit. Your routine is the whole schedule, all the things you do in order. A habit is one specific behavior you do automatically. So your morning routine might include the habit of making coffee or the habit of journaling.
Perfect explanation. The third word is productive. Productive means you're getting things done. You're making good use of your time. For example, I feel so productive when I wake up early, or my mornings are more productive when I don't touch my phone right away.
Okay, now we're going to do something fun. We're going to do a short shadowing practice session. Shadowing is one of the best hacks for improving your English fluency. Here's how it works. You listen to us say a sentence, then you say it right after, copying our exact tone, speed, and rhythm.
Think of it like singing along to your favorite song. You're not just repeating words, you're copying the music of the language. That's what makes shadowing so powerful.
Ready? Here we go. Listen first, then repeat.
I wake up at around 7 in the morning.
Now you say it. I wake up at around 7 in the morning. Say it again. I wake up at around 7 in the morning. Beautiful. Keep that rhythm in your head.
The first thing I do is make myself a cup of coffee.
Your turn. The first thing I do is make myself a cup of coffee. One more time. The first thing I do is make myself a cup of coffee. Great job.
You might not get it perfect on the first try, and that's completely okay. Shadowing is a skill. The more you do it, the more natural your English sounds, and that's the whole point.
Here's a little secret that most English learners don't know. The people who become fluent the fastest are not necessarily the smartest. They're the most consistent. They practice a little bit every single day, and that consistency is what builds real fluency over time.
That's so true. You don't need 2 hours of studying. You need 10 to 15 minutes of focused practice every day. And episodes like this one are perfect for exactly that. So if you're listening to this while commuting or cooking or going for a walk, you're already doing it right.
And speaking of doing things right, when we come back in part 2, we're going to go deeper into describing a full day in English. We have more vocabulary, a speaking practice section, and one specific habit that changed everything for our listeners. You don't want to miss it.
And we already covered some great vocabulary and did our first shadowing session. But right now, things are about to get even better.
Because in this part, we are going to walk through a full day in English, morning, afternoon, and evening. We are going to give you real phrases, natural expressions, and another shadowing practice that you can repeat as many times as you want.
And we are also going to share one habit that is so simple, most people ignore it. But the learners who use it consistently, they see results so much faster than everyone else. So keep listening.
All right, let us pick up where we left off. We talked about the morning. Now let us talk about what happens after breakfast. After I eat breakfast, I usually get ready for work. Or you can say, after breakfast, I like to take a short walk before starting my day.
Notice the phrase, after I eat breakfast, I usually. That structure is really useful. You can use it like a template. After I do one thing, I usually do another thing. It connects your routine in a smooth and natural way.
Here's another great phrase for the middle of the day. Around lunchtime, I take a break and eat something light. Or, I usually have lunch at my desk while I catch up on things. Both of these sound completely natural in everyday English.
The phrase catch up on things is really common. It means you're dealing with tasks or messages or work that you haven't had time for yet. For example, I catch up on emails in the afternoon. Or, after the weekend, I always have to catch up on a lot of things at work.
Okay, let's build your vocabulary a little more. We have 3 new words for this section, and these words are going to help you describe your afternoon and evening in English.
The first word is commute. Your commute is the trip you make from your home to your workplace and back. For example, my commute takes about 45 minutes each way. Or, I listen to English podcasts during my commute. Hey, just like what you're doing right now.
Love that. The second word is unwind. To unwind means to relax after a busy or stressful period. For example, after work, I like to unwind by watching a show or reading a book. Or going for a walk in the evening helps me unwind before bed.
That is such a useful word. And the third word is wrap up. To wrap up means to finish something or to bring something to an end. For example, I usually wrap up my work by around 6 in the evening. Or, let's wrap up this meeting so everyone can go home.
These 3 words, commute, unwind, and wrap up, they come up all the time in real English conversations. If you can use them naturally, people will immediately notice that your English sounds more fluent and confident.
And that brings us to something really important. A lot of English learners focus too much on grammar rules and not enough on learning phrases and expressions that real people actually use. Grammar is important, yes, but fluency comes from knowing the right phrases at the right time.
That is such a good point. Think about it. When a native speaker says, I'm going to wrap up my day soon, they're not thinking about grammar. They learned that phrase through repetition, through hearing it and using it. And you can do the exact same thing.
Which is exactly why shadowing is one of the best hacks you can use right now. And we're going to do another shadowing session. This time, we're going to practice talking about the afternoon and evening. Listen carefully first, then repeat.
Around lunchtime, I usually take a short break and eat something light.
Now you say it. Around lunchtime, I usually take a short break and eat something light. Say it one more time and really copy the rhythm. Around lunchtime, I usually take a short break and eat something light. Excellent.
After work, I like to unwind by listening to music or going for a walk.
Your turn. After work, I like to unwind by listening to music or going for a walk. Again, after work, I like to unwind by listening to music or going for a walk. You're doing so well.
I usually wrap up my day by 9 in the evening and try to get to bed early.
Repeat after me. I usually wrap up my day by 9 in the evening and try to get to bed early. One more time. I usually wrap up my day by 9 in the evening and try to get to bed early. Perfect.
Now here's our speaking practice section. This is different from shadowing. In speaking practice, you're going to answer a question out loud. Use the vocabulary and phrases you've learned today. Speak for at least 30 seconds without stopping.
Here's your question. Describe your typical day from morning to evening. What time do you wake up? What do you do first? How do you spend your afternoon? How do you unwind at night?
Press pause right now if you want and just speak. Don't worry about being perfect. Don't worry about mistakes. Just talk. Use the phrases we gave you and describe your day. Go ahead.
Welcome back. How did that feel? Even if it felt a little messy, that's completely normal. The goal is not to be perfect right now. The goal is to start speaking, because every time you speak, even when you make mistakes, you're training your brain to think in English.
And here's that one habit we promised you. The habit is this. Every single evening, spend 5 minutes describing your day in English, out loud. Just talk to yourself. Say what you did, what you ate, how you felt, what happened. 5 minutes, that's all.
This habit does something really powerful. It takes all the English you absorbed during the day and gives your brain a chance to actually use it. It's like a daily review session for your English. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes to speak naturally.
You don't need a partner, you don't need a teacher, you just need 5 minutes and the courage to speak out loud even when no one is listening. That one habit alone can transform your English over time.
And when we come back in part 3, we're going to give you a full example conversation between the two of us, talking about our daily routines, so you can hear exactly how everything we taught you sounds in a real natural conversation. Plus, we have a really important tip about the one thing that kills English fluency faster than anything else.
Welcome to the final part of today's episode. And honestly, this is the part I am most excited about because right now, Sophia and I are going to have a real natural conversation about our daily routines. And your job is simple. Just listen. Pay attention to the words, the phrases, the rhythm, the way we connect our sentences. This is real English in action.
And after the conversation, we are going to do one last shadowing session together. So stay with us because this final practice is going to pull everything from today's episode together into one powerful moment.
All right, here we go. Sophia, tell me about your typical morning. What does it look like?
Oh, my mornings are honestly my favorite part of the day. I wake up at around 6:30 and the first thing I do is drink a big glass of water. I know it sounds simple, but it really helps me feel awake and ready to go.
That is such a good habit. I always hear that drinking water first thing in the morning is great for your body. What do you do after that?
So after I drink my water, I spend about 10 minutes just sitting quietly. No phone, no noise, just me and my thoughts. Some people call it meditation, but for me, it is just a quiet moment before the day gets busy. Then I make breakfast and get ready for the day.
I love that. My morning is a little different. I am honestly not a morning person, so I wake up at around 7:30. The first thing I do, and I know this is bad, is check my phone. I am working on changing that habit though.
You and about half the world. So what does your afternoon usually look like?
So I work from home, which means my commute is literally walking from my bedroom to my desk, which I love. I usually start working by 9, take a lunch break around 1, and then try to wrap up my main tasks by around 5 or 6 in the evening.
That sounds really productive. Do you take any breaks during the day?
Yes, I try to take a short break every couple of hours. I'll step outside for a few minutes, stretch, get some fresh air. It really helps me stay focused. If I sit at my desk for too long without a break, my brain just stops working properly.
I completely relate to that. I think a lot of people forget that taking breaks actually makes you more productive, not less. Your brain needs rest to function well.
Exactly. And how do you usually spend your evenings, Sophia?
Evenings are my wind down time. After work, I like to go for a short walk, maybe 20 or 30 minutes. It helps me unwind and kind of mentally separate my work time from my personal time. Then I usually cook dinner, watch something I enjoy, and try to be in bed by 10:30.
That is such a healthy routine. And honestly, cooking your own dinner is also a great way to practice English. You can narrate what you're doing out loud. I'm chopping the onions. Now I'm adding the oil. I'm going to let this simmer for 10 minutes. Boom! English practice while you cook.
Oh, I love that idea. That's actually a form of shadowing practice in your own life. You become the narrator of your own day. And the more you narrate in English, the more natural it starts to feel.
All right, let's do our final vocabulary words for today. And these 3 words are specifically about building good habits for learning English every day.
The first word is consistent. Consistent means doing something regularly without stopping. For example, the most successful English learners are not the most talented ones. They are the most consistent. Or, I try to be consistent with my daily English practice, even when I'm tired or busy.
The second word is progress. Progress means moving forward, getting better little by little over time. For example, I may not be perfect yet, but I can see my progress every week. Or don't focus on being fluent overnight. Focus on making progress every single day.
And the third word is confidence. Confidence means believing in yourself and your ability to do something. For example, the more I practice speaking English, the more confidence I feel. Or, confidence does not come before practice, it comes because of practice.
That last one is so important. So many people wait until they feel confident before they start speaking English, but that's backwards. You build confidence by speaking, even when you're scared, even when you make mistakes, even when it feels uncomfortable.
You're not going to wake up one day and suddenly feel ready. That day will never come unless you start. So start today. Start with small things. Describe your morning, talk about your lunch, narrate your evening. It all adds up.
All right, let's do our final shadowing practice. This is the last one, so give it everything you have. Listen first, then repeat with the same tone, the same speed, the same energy.
I wake up at around 6:30 and the first thing I do is drink a big glass of water.
Your turn. I wake up at around 6:30 and the first thing I do is drink a big glass of water. Say it again. I wake up at around 6:30 and the first thing I do is drink a big glass of water. Beautiful.
After work, I like to go for a short walk to unwind and clear my head.
Repeat. After work, I like to go for a short walk to unwind and clear my head. One more time. After work, I like to go for a short walk to unwind and clear my head. Excellent.
I try to be consistent with my English practice because I know that progress takes time.
Say it with me. I try to be consistent with my English practice because I know that progress takes time. Again, I try to be consistent with my English practice because I know that progress takes time. Yes, that's it.
Okay, let's wrap up today's episode with a quick recap of everything we covered. First, we learned key phrases for talking about your morning, afternoon, and evening in English.
Second, we practiced 3 sets of vocabulary words, including routine, habit, productive, commute, unwind, wrap up, consistent, progress, and confidence.
And third, we did 3 shadowing sessions together. And if you want to keep improving, go back and repeat those shadowing sections as many times as you can. The more you repeat them, the more natural they will feel in your mouth.
All right, now here's what I want you to imagine. 3 months from now, someone asks you, so what does your typical day look like? And instead of freezing up, you just smile and start talking, naturally, confidently, in English. That's where you're going, and you're already on the right path because you showed up today.
But here's the thing. Now that you can talk about your daily routine, the next challenge most learners face is talking about their work, their hobbies, or their feelings in English. And that's exactly what we are going to cover in our next episode.
So, make sure you hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if today's episode helped you even a little bit, please leave us a comment below. Tell us one sentence about your daily routine in English. Use what you learned today. We read every single comment and we would love to hear from you.
You are not just learning English, you are building a better version of yourself. And we are so proud of you for being here. We'll see you in the next one.
Take care of yourselves.